So let me just check that I am live or not. Just wait for a second. Okay, so we are live, and let me check the my voice is coming or not.
Just wait.
Okay,
Just
all
wait
good.
for a second.
So hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are doing very great in your field, in your sketching, and whatever you are doing. So in today's video, we are again talking about the most important part of sketching, the most important part of painting, drawing, and all the things, which is anatomy, human anatomy. And today in this video, we are going to talk about the female anatomy. So I have already written here some of the points why studying of female anatomy is very important. I already had made a lots of video, but today I want to practice again the female anatomy. That's why I come live with you all and sharing some of my perspective, some of my experience with you all. So first of all, the first point is understanding proportions. Every time I create the human anatomy with different postures, different kind of alignment, so and each time the proportions of the anatomy is varying a lot. Very different kind of a posture is available in every kind of a reference. That's why studying of anatomy, studying of female and both male or female anatomy is very important for you all. And the second one is capturing grace and gesture. So this is a very important thing, that gesture, how you can observe, identify the gesture, whatever reference you are watching, whatever image are there in front of you. Even if you are making a live drawing, a live sketching, again the gesture plays a very important role. So understand the gesture is very important again. And the expression, this is the third point, expression and the emotion. See, I'm not talking about the facial expression and the emotion. We If we just talk about the body, the rhythm, the gesture, even the flexibility of the anatomy, it also suggests kind of an emotion or expression with the help of the body. So these are the three key points which I keep remember while doing or while sketching female anatomy. So I already had made a lot of video, but in this video we are going to talk about kind of a different sitting postures of female anatomy, because we know how we can convert standing position, standing posture in convert kind of a standing posture in our sketch. But it's a kind of a bit difficult for us to create sitting posture, some kind of a bending posture we can create in male anatomy. But when we talk about the female anatomy, it's kind of a very difficult for us to create a bending posture when the female is sitting on a chair and something like that. So let's just discuss about these kind of a thing in this video. So let me just switch my camera so that so you can see here my landscape painting, and in behind of me also these are process painting. So let me just flip the camera. So as you can see here, the reference is a bit of difficult, we can say, not that much. But to understand this reference, you have to understand the basic idea of the female anatomy. So let me just fix the camera and set up all so that you can understand in a very easy way. Okay, so in this video, the paper is very cheap quality paper. I am using here Xerox paper, and the pencils I am using the color pencils, two color pencils, one is in orange and the other one is purple. If I want to just create kind of a just a gesture, so I will create with this pencil. And if I want to make a very finalized line, so I will create with this one. Okay, so let's just start with first drawing. If you have any kind of a query, any kind of a question, you can just ask freely. So this is orange pencil. Okay, so what we are doing, we are just taking the glance of the head here, just kind of this, the ear here, and the neck, something like this. Okay, This is a very easy part. You all can do it. But the main problem is coming in the leftover body. So again in this, I'm just taking the glance of the body just like this, something like this. This is a very quick process of understanding the gesture of female anatomy. Here you can see I'm not very much concerned about the folds of legs and all. I'm just here capturing the movement, basically the gesture of the anatomy, something like this with very flow. You can see here the flow of my pencil, something like this, the hand, and the other hand like this, in this way. So this is just a kind of expression, you can say. Okay, this is a kind of expression, very basic, very easy expression. I hope you all are getting. Now what we can do, we are taking the dark pencil which is in purple color. So we are giving the permanent outline, not permanent, but trying to finalize the thing in an easy way, something like this. I'm not very much focusing about the facial expression, because here I'm very much concerned about the, what you can say, the anatomy, the posture, something like this. And this is the shoulder. So here you can see that what I have done. First of all, we had just created a basic shape, basic gesture, kind of a gesture with the light pencil, light version of the pencil. And after that, we are using the dark pencil to finalize the things, finalize the lines. Something like this. Anatomy, whether we are talking about the male anatomy and the female anatomy, the more we practice, the more we get confused. But the process may seems very easy, but we know about the more things about the anatomy, that we have to identify this also, that also, and it create a lot of difficulties. So to remove the difficulties, we have to sketch more and more. To get rid of the difficulty, we have to sketch more. And when we are talking about the anatomy, anatomy is kind of very difficult to study, because we can make anatomy with a reference. Just I'm doing here, I have one reference with me, and with the help of reference I am making here a sketch. But when I want to make sketch with my own mind, with my own creativity, I can make, but not very correct posture I can make. Because when we have reference in front of us, the thing become very simple, you know. And when someone just tell us to create a sketch with our own mind, it may sound very difficult. So for that, to make the process easy, you have to practice daily, you have to practice more anatomy sketches, so that you can create your anatomy with your own imagination. But before that, you have to practice with the help of reference. Then only you can create the thing with your mind, with your imagination, right? So now also I face a lot of difficulties in creating anatomy with my mind, with my imagination. Not very much difficulty, but yeah, you can say. That's why I am concerned about more studying of anatomy, something like this. So I hope you all are understanding what I have done here. We are just taking the glance, what we can call the basic outline, basic proportions, basic gesture with this pencil. Because if I have just made a mistake here, we can correct with this pencil. When I want to complete my painting, when I want to complete or finalize the sketch, I can finalize with this pencil. But if I just create a mistake over here, so no one can watch it because this pencil is very light. So let's just understand this sketch one more time, that what we have done here. We have just taken a kind of a like this and something like this. So after completion of your sketch, always try to understand your sketch on a very easy or very basic manner, something like this, so that this posture, you can memorize this posture basically, something like this. Okay. The rib cage and all seems to be very difficult when we create with our imagination, something like this. So let's take different paper with different reference. I want to take kind of a sitting posture, yeah, something like this. So let's just create this sketch. So again we are starting. So let's just first understand that what is the posture, what is the gesture of this particular reference. So this is a shoulder I'm able to see here, and something like this. This is a hand, something like this. Okay, something like this I'm able to see here. Basically, in the female body, the hips and the lower part areas are very broader. So we have to keep in mind this thing always while creating a female anatomy. We are starting with the basic shape, and the thigh area like this. Something like this, and the hand gesture. So as you can see here that with the help of this orange color pencil, I'm just creating a basic understanding for me to understand the body posture very in a very easy way, easy manner you can say. So again I'm taking the purple color pencil, giving the basic impression of the eyes, nose and lips. look very broad from here, from the shoulder. So we have to keep remember, or we have to identify or observe very carefully while making sketch with the reference, something like this. You don't have to think too much about what you are making. You you have to just concern, you have to just think about that, what is the kind of body posture this lady is contain, what kind of a the gesture this lady is carrying, the expression of the body, something like this. The hand movement, the hand gesture, you can say like this. This is very important to understand. The rest of the things are not very much important. The important thing is that you have to just keep in mind that the posture, the expression, the gesture of your drawing, whether you are creating or you are able to create the kind of a gesture which you are able to see in your reference. Even if you are doing a live sketches, if someone is just sitting in front of you, even the person is wearing a debris, even the person is wearing the cloth. So you have to understand, even if the person is wearing the outfit, you have to identify that what kind of a body gesture within the outfit, inside the outfit, this person is carrying. So with the help of these what we call understanding of the anatomy, you are able to identify in a very easy way, even if the person is wearing debris, even the person is wearing the clothes. So let's just take this reference. This is a very kind of a complicated references which I am taking here, not a very easy one, and it take a lot of practice to understand this reference, this kind of a reference. That's why I'm practicing here. So let's just create this reference. First of all, let's just understand that the expression, the body language of this particular reference. This is the shoulder. Here you are, this is very much visible that the shoulder, something like this, okay. And the lower part area is having a very much curve, the flexibility in this area, and leg, something like this, the gesture of the hand, something like this. This is a very easy or simple way to understand whatever the reference is having in front of you. So I have just understand that how I can create, how I can convert my reference into this sketch. So with the help of this, I am finalizing with the help of dark pencil. I am here finalizing the thing. Let's just take this black pen. Where's my black pen? Yeah. Create dark line with this black pen. The neck is also carrying a very much curve where you can see, and this is the shoulder and the part of the breast, something like this. And here you can see the gesture of the hand is very important to understand. The gesture of the hand, because only because of the hand this lady is carrying the balance, giving the balance to her body. Okay, so you can see the twist from her waist. This references also comes under a perspective. Why? Because this area is much closer and the back area are a little bit far. That's why the area of this leg is appear much bigger when we compare to the this head. Something like this. Okay, so let's just create a depth where wherever the shadows are available, we are creating the depth with this. Okay, so I hope you are understanding that what kind of a process I am using to make the anatomy sketches. Let just take a different reference here. So again, we are starting with the help of head. With the help of Loomis method, I am creating a head, something like this, and let's just understand the remaining part. The curve which is available here, the part of the burst, how hands are going upward, understanding of this kind of a body language, body expression is very much important. So again, we are taking the darker version of the pencil, just trying to give bit of light and shadows, not too much, just a little like this. Let's just create with black pen the final outline. You don't have, if you are studying, if you try to understand the anatomy in a very deep way, so you don't have to rush. You can see here that I am not making a kind of a quick rapid sketches. I am making rapid sketches, but with the help of understanding. I am not here rushing to complete the sketch. The concern of this sketch, I am very much concerned about the, what we call, to understand the anatomy and the light shadows of this particular sketch, particular reference, you can say. Okay, I'm very much concerned about the curves. You can see here the curves which are very much visible in this reference. The curves of the muscles, the curves of the fat, all the different kind of curves. So you always have to observe these kind of curves. If you are having any kind of a doubt, any kind of a query, you can just freely ask to me. So please don't consider this kind of a sketch in a very vulnerable manner, because this is a study for an artist, a study for of anatomy, study of the human anatomy, the gesture, and again we are giving the suggestion of the hand here, something like this. Let's just give a quick shadows here and there. Okay, so again we have complete this sketch. Let's just take different reference. Okay, this reference is good. Let's just try to convert this reference into a sketch. How we can convert this reference into a sketch. Here again, with a very quick understanding, I'm using the orange color to get the quick understanding of the body posture of this particular reference, like this. Okay, something like this. These kind of a reference is very much important if you want to create your own compositional sketches, your own creative sketches. So these kind of a references, to understand these kind of references is very important. And again I'm here using the black pen, not focusing too much about the facial expression, just giving a glance. I'm more concerned about the body posture, the curves you can see here. the balance of the body, and this body, this reference is taking balance from this hand. Something like this. You don't have to very much fear that what are you making. Just try to capture the movement, the rhythm, the lines of your sketches, and just try to understand the reference. Something like this. This is in a very quick manner. So let's just give quick shading. So my main motto to create this kind of a video is to explain how to create different kind of a references, different kind of body posture, the anatomy sketches, how to convert different kind of references into a sketch. And also I can sketch alone, just sitting in my home, sitting in my sofa. But why I'm creating video? To help you all guys, so that you can also learn. If you are having any kind of a difficulty, any kind of a query, you can just ask, and you can just take the motivation, you can say, take the inspiration from this video, and by taking inspiration, then you can create your own sketches. That's why I create video, because these kind of sketches I can do in just sitting at my home with a very comfortable. But I want to share with you all the process, the things which is very much important according to me. Okay, so let's just create this reference. I don't know that how much sketches I have done, but I want to practice more and more and more. So let's just take pencil in this sketch. I want to make this sketch with the help of pencil. Again, we are making the head. We are starting with the head. Something like this. And the neck goes like this. And this is the hair part. Okay. The shoulder area. The breast area, the bust area, and the curve of the female body, something like this. Just a very quick understanding of this reference, something like this. After making this very rough sketch, how you can convert this kind of a rough sketch into very detailed one. So just watch very carefully. Again, I'm starting with the facial features, not giving too much detail.